Hello all, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Shyam Kumar Movala. So, as you know, I have created a real-time container series which has 4 to 5 videos which actually explains everything about real-time containers. And I thought it would be a great addition to add other configurations and extension points present in the real-time container service. And here it is. Okay. So in this video, we are going to learn about the other configurations of real-time container and also the extension points of the real-time containers. So let us start with other configurations. The first one is identity matching. It is actually disabled by default. So to enable the toggle, you have to enable the DSS MKT enable identity matching. Okay, so it is actually disabled by default. You have to make it this DSS to true. Now, what is identity matching? We are not going to discuss anything about identity matching in this session. We will create a video series soon, but we will understand what is an identity matching. So the web channel and mobile channel utilize the identity matching to track anonymous users for next best action decisions. Now, who are anonymous users? Anonymous users are the users who are exploring your website without logging in. Okay. Suppose if I open Amazon.in and if I don't log in and I just browse, I am an anonymous user. Okay. And whenever I log in, right, the Amazon website or application should identify me as, the anonymous transactions which I have made. I mean to say the anonymous browsing which I have made. So all those anonymous browsing now will be converted to an identity. So we'll discuss about the identity matching in a further videos. I will create a deep dive series on it soon. And the next one is customer validation. It is disabled by default. To enable the toggle, to enable toggle the MKT enable customer validation dynamic system setting, which is a DSS, we have to make it to true. Now, what is customer validation? So let us say whenever we run the real-time container request, by default, we'll be passing something called as subject ID, correct? And so this subject ID is corresponding to a customer ID in our customer database table. Okay, suppose if we want to validate this subject ID or customer ID before uh, running the actual real-time container program. So at that time, what we have to do, we have to just enable this out of the box DSS. Okay, and so this by enabling this DSS, so Pega container service will be taking care of validating the customer before running the actual program associated with the real-time container. So let us quickly see the default value by logging into Dev Studio. As you can see, this DSS default value is false. So now let us enable this DSS by making the value as true. And let me copy the URL of this particular instance and let me go back to the Postman. So here I will update the URL, endpoint URL. Okay. And in the subject ID 14, I will provide a subject ID which is not present in the system. Okay. So let us say something like 121212, some kind of value. Okay. Definitely this is not present in the system. Now let us quickly send the request and verify. Uh, yeah, you can see here. So the container service has thrown an error called 500 internal server error. Subject ID is not found. Now let us quickly check by browsing the customer database table with this subject ID. So let me quickly filter the customer ID with the one which we have sent as subject ID. in the container request. As you can see, there is no customer ID associated with this ID. Okay, that is why we got this particular error. Now let me convert this, let me make the subject ID to 14, which is a valid subject ID or customer ID. So now you can see we haven't received an error. It is taking more time to get the response. That means the backend container execution is actually happening, which will retrieve the data for us. As you can see, now we did not got this error. So this is how you can enable the customer validation using this dynamic system setting. All right. So in the next video, we are going to learn about the extension points. We'll start with map extended request properties. See you in the next video. Thank you.